great because we just made this into a second kitchen.
Whoa.
Because the kitchen is right down, and it was a real nuisance if you wanted to eat on this terrace in the summer. You sort of go, where's the olive oil? Got it. Back down 50 steps.
It's so nice.
This is cool. Got like a little terrace over here.
Yeah, so this is where.
Such a great view.
Somebody's got a hot tub out there.
Yeah, I know. Such a good place to put it.
So was this like part of it before you got it?
It was actually these walls went up, and we sort of said that we don't need. So this I mean, when I bought it, it had no roof, it had no windows, it had no doors, it had nothing. The walls, so these were rooms with a ceiling. But we said we don't need it,
Mm-hmm.
so it just makes us terrace.
You've got a good view here though.
It's Mount Urges.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not even, but you can see the balloons. Gorham is just over there. You can't see it from here, but it's just over there. So most of the balloons take off along here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, over there, that's that village you can see there. That's Orton Hisar. And Avanos is over that direction. This is the style of this house is very Islamic. So that's why it's got a wall on the outside to protect the women.
Oh, of course.
So this would be the women's bit. This is called the yablu. This is where they would dry fruit and things, because you get a lot of sunlight in the summer. And then this is called a summer kitchen. We spend most of the summer sitting here because it gives you a bit of shade.
Yeah, it doesn't get too hot.
No, if it's like 35, 40 degrees out there, it is about 10 degrees here. Kind of the bathroom here, bathroom, shower. Down here.
This is nice.
Right?
This is kind of just a little guest room.
Books are Roberto's thing.
I read a lot.
Yeah.
And a tiny fireplace.
That fireplace, we can't light it because it comes up in the neighbours. That's the strange thing about these houses, because they're cave houses. They don't just sort of like sit like that. They sit like that.
On top of each other.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you barbecue there, the neighbor will get the smoke.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a winter kitchen. Ready to go.
You know, the house is bigger than originally expected. I saw the outside, I was like, you go up, you go, and then I didn't expect down here to all the stuff to appear, and it keeps going and going.
This is where we hit the cave, you can see. So what they did was that they'd have the caves, and nobody can date the caves. And then they build this masonry bit on, and
Right.
this they think is about 150 years old.
Wow.
masonry. Yeah.
This is your kitty?
Yeah, I picked her up like 3-4 months ago. Tiny kitten. She's getting big, and she's constantly looking for food. I just fed her. This was what's called a sherhane. It's basically where they used to step on grapes. Here. And then you can see the drainage hole here, and it would drain into this. So we just kept it. We just said, leave that. That's authentic.
Yeah, this is really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's no practical purpose. And then this is sort of another cave room that we just use as our practical kitchen. It's not aesthetic, but it works. So you can, prepare your food here. That's a sort of like very low ceiling depot where we keep coal and wood and it's out of the way.
So in winter it gets cold.
Very cold.
How do you heat it up?
Those little stoves. I'm going to fire that one up in a minute. They're amazingly efficient, really. And because the place, all the walls are so thick, it doesn't, if you generate heat, it stays. Yeah.
Does it get humid in here?
No, we're really fortunate. Often they are.
This is so cool, because
Right?
it's like the old school cave house, but you modernize it just enough that it still has its
You can live in
authenticity,
it.
but you can
Like
live in
live
it.
yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to wash all your clothes by hand with like washboard.
You're not going there. Down here, this used to be the animal stable.
God, it's massive. You're doing stairs most of your day.
Well, you know, everyone, the Cappadocia is that. I mean, it's just me and my wife. She never gets here from Paris. She's still working. She wants to come soon.
Oh, she's based in Paris though.
Yeah, she's still working there.
Mhm.
So but I think she lasts another year and then she'll be here.
Okay.
So it's just the two of us, and for us, it's just
So much
you know,
space.
you know. But everyone will say, "Oh yes, you want the small house." Yeah.
Oh, this is the small house?
This is the small house.
My God.
Because most of the Cappadocian houses are, you know, 15 bedrooms.
But is it because it was more than one family living in one? Or
Yeah,
right?
there'd be extended
Mm.
families living on top of each other.
Yeah.
You can see, we said these things, you know, where you tether your animal here, and here, and these would be feeding troughs. You put the animal food.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And no one looks inside your windows, like.
No, there's very little traffic on that street. It's very quiet. We had to have that. We wanted that. So obviously you wouldn't have that in a stable. But
Right, you
put
put
it
the
in first.
fireplace.
And you had to build an extra chimney. And we said, well, you're building a chimney, you have to use all stone so that it doesn't look silly.
Okay.
And they did.
And so this one works. You can
That one
use it.
works. That one works. And this one works. This is great. You
Yeah.
don't get much heat from that, to be honest. It's romantic. And it's, you know.
Atmosphere, but.
But the heat just goes shooting up the chimney. So that's what you want to heat.
Yeah.
That's the one. And this, I remember when we bought this place, this was underwater. Talking about humidity.
Yeah.
But it's dried out.
Oh,
very
is this
nicely.
the hammam?
Yeah, but it's not a real one. It's not it doesn't have the hot element.
Right.
But it's lovely in the summer actually. You know, you can just fill up that basin and sluice yourself and it'll go, it'll drain into there and there. And then there's the shower here and the toilet around there.
Oh.
And again, this is okay. What we did have humidity here, and then this hotel got built, and they covered the top of this because we're right on the. It's a gap between us, but they have a little garden at the top of it,
Okay.
and then they cover the rest of it.
So we are under the garden?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
but it's and it just dries the place out really quickly
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, it's got its own little heater as well. So this kind of, if we do have guests coming, that's a pull-out bed.
Oh, nice.
So people can have this as a sort of a, you know, granny
Yeah.
apartment. They can
Wow.
look after themselves. Sitting here.
So you technically have to go outdoors to get to your bedroom.
Yeah. Some friends have often said, why don't you get this covered? Well, I don't really want to interfere anymore.
Does it rain a lot here or not really?
It does in spring.
It doesn't spring.
Yeah, but it snows in the winter. Well, we get 2 meters of snow.
So maybe that's
Really?
why they want you to cover it. Shovel the snow out of your bedroom.
So we've got this sort of seating area and then the bedroom and another bathroom.
The stairs are.
That was the bathroom.
Yeah.
Originally.
It
Wow.
was pretty, because they had no running water. The history of this village, I mean, it's not unusual. It's the same in Gurumang even. The old town, everyone lived in these cave houses, and the Turkish government in the 40s went, Turkish people shouldn't be living in cave houses. So they built a new village for them with running water and electricity. These are all replacement bricks, but they're old bricks. They're taken from other old buildings because a lot of it was like this. You see the way it's kind of rotten. I'm going to have to replace that brick, for example. That's going.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them are just 2-foot bricks. They just fall apart.
Yeah, it's like very brittle. Just you barely touch it, and then it's like
Yeah.
Oh, and that's what you were saying about this being
Yeah.
slippery. It's like, yeah, because it's just surprising. Yeah.